Code Ninjas is a good environment for kids so they can learn how to code and learn math skills.
Watching him and seeing how excited his little face is, when he types something in and then the computer does it, just that. I have this little smile on my face, like I'm so proud and excited at the same time.
A Code Ninja is a coder that they code computers and they're a ninja.
Coding basically is a way to communicate with the computer to make it do what you want it to do.
JavaScript, ones and zeros are computers' languages.
Coding is programming and problem solving.
The most important thing in the world is coding because almost everything in the world is made out of coding. And coding is math, science, and it's even STEM.
I think there should be more girls doing coding as well because it's really fun.
Introducing little girls into something this creative and thinking in a very algorithmic way, but then bringing that female creativity with it and then a female intuition to it, I just feel like sky's the limit. And whether it be a physician or a physicist or an astronaut, as long as there are still females and little girls being interested in science, I think the world is going to be a great place.
The belt system works similar to a karate studio, where you start off at your white belt level, move all the way through the 9-belt system up to black belt. Each belt focuses on a very important aspect of coding that the kids have to learn.
They understand that problems are difficult and they take time. And so it's not a rush. You can be first and learn nothing, or you can be last and you can be self-sufficient.
If you need a sensei's help, you just raise your hand.
They think coding is hard. They think game development is difficult. We break it down and they realize it's just instructions given to computers, that's all.
When you get confused, they tell us to take like a deep breath and that helps.
I feel like Code Ninjas is valuable coming from a parental perspective because it teaches kids problem solving and independence. And one thing that I try to do as a parent is to teach my child to be as self-sufficient as possible. And I feel like that is exactly what happens here.
Being able to code has built their confidence with their problem solving and with things in school, with their academics. They feel like they can figure out different ways to do the same thing over and over again, but do the same thing in different ways.
Here at Code Ninjas, it's not just learning the code, it's hitting those important developmental milestones for kids that maybe don't even have to do with coding. That's learning how to love one another, or understand one another, or learning how to be friends with somebody who's not like you or doesn't look like you. We work on that a lot as well. So it's not just learning how to code, it's just continuing to understand how to be good to one another, work with one another. Something we really pride ourselves on.
Everyone's good at coding if they try hard.
I feel that Code Ninjas helps my sons create more. When objects and projects are in front of them and they're just pen and paper, they just try to figure out what someone else wants them to do. But with Code Ninjas, they are trying to figure out ways to do things themselves and in their own creative, innovative way.
Our doors are open. We do intro tours at any time. We'd love to be able to expose the kids not only to coding and STEM and how important that is, but our philosophy and our culture here at Code Ninjas, being accepting to everybody